Alright, so you guys know that I've been raving about the speakers on the Razer Phone. It's the best speaker I've ever heard on a smartphone. But unfortunately, a reaction, it doesn't give you the experience that I had. So, I got an idea. Let's try somewhat scientifically to figure out how much better, how much louder the speakers on the Razer Phone are compared to some other flagships. I've got the Razer Phone, the Note 8, the Pixel 2 XL, and the new iPhone 10. I'll be testing all four of these devices using this little guy over here, a Checkmate SPL meter, and it can measure the sound pressure produced by these various devices. So this will give us a numerical readout for each of these smartphones, scientific perspective on the performance of these various speakers. So what do you say, Jack? Should we boot this guy up and get her going? Of course we should. I mean, you're not gonna stop me at this point. I have a little stand here because with a smartphone, you sit in front of it. You hold it right here. So the measurement should come from your location. Okay, so let's kick it off the Pixel 2 XL. So I'm gonna use a tone generator to keep it as static as possible so that the reading will be accurate across all of them. This guarantees that we'll be able to track back the dB readout on this device across various spectrum. It's gonna go from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which is the human audio spectrum. Now, I do want to give you a warning. This thing here, it can get pretty loud. Turn down your headphones if you need to. Don't go blowing your eardrums out, all right? I don't want to be held responsible, so fair warning. If you need to turn the headphones down, do it. All right, so here's test number one. This is the Pixel 2 XL. Pixel 2 XL, it peaked around 93 dBA. Okay, next up I have the Note 8, and the exact same position. Here we go. Around 90, 91 on this, so something to keep in mind with the Note. Obviously, the speaker fires to the side. It's not as loud either way. I also noticed a greater fluctuation in volume across the frequency range on this particular device. If you're listening to music, the drums and so on, it's all down in the lower register, and then other things like voice are up in the higher register. So what you're really looking for is volume available across the human frequency range. I have the iPhone 10. So this has a similar speaker layout to the Note, but you also get a little bit of audio coming out of the earpiece. Here we go. The iPhone made it as high as 96, which kind of surprises me. It also spent more time above 80 dBA than the Note series did. It was registering louder across a much wider range of frequency. But what I think is happening here is that the earpiece section is contributing to some of the higher frequency stuff and adding volume back there. Impressive figures here from the iPhone 10. All right, last up is the Razer Phone. Each of these speakers has its own amp, and I'm speculating that this should beat those devices based on my ears. But let's go ahead and see what the science says. Here's the cool thing about this particular phone. Not only do you see it crack 100 dB a few times, but you also see it live in the 90 plus range and the high 90s across a wider spectrum. So when it comes to our perception of quality audio, what our ears are really looking for is volume and punch in all those places. So the fact that it could have performance registering in frequency ranges that the other ones couldn't implies the quality of speaker and the quality of amplifier. The surprising finding here is how good the iPhone X is as well. Gets pretty loud and sounds pretty good. Of course, none of the other flagships are in the same neighborhood as the Razer Phone, not like I expected them to be. If you want the ultimate audio experience in a smartphone, you're probably looking at the Razer Phone. So there you have it, 4 high-profile flagship smartphones tested using my handy little SPL meter. If you guys enjoyed this type of test, let me know by leaving a thumb down below. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you on the next one.